Are we live?
We back. Episode 21.
21.
We're live.
21.
And we're back.
You said you
21.
drinking responsibly?
Week 21. Yes, I am drinking responsibly today.
But where are you drinking?
Right. What's in Death's cup?
What's in that mug? Hey, that looks like a big ass mug. What is it?
It is. It's a little fall cocktail, a little fireball and apple cider warmed up.
The fuck?
You over there, you got a cold?
You had to warm up fireball, okay?
It's cider. You warm it up.
Yeah, I know cider, but you warmed up the fireball too. You ain't
You put it all in the cup and you put it in the microwave.
All right.
Man, that sounds like if you got a cold or something.
Yeah.
Yes, essentially it's a hot toddy, but I'm not sick. I just like cider and cinnamon flavored whiskey.
Okay.
You should try it.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
They saw that fireball shit in the little kiosk on the aisle in front of you. That is in plastic bottles.
Hey, you know what I ran across yesterday? I I was at the grocery store. And I ran across some AHA in I literally, bro, I swear to God, I was like, I opened up the freezer to take a picture of it, and I was gonna send it to the group or post it on my story or something. And I was like, no, I ain't gonna do it. I ran across the AHA and I was gonna tag you.
Shit, I cracked one of them holes open before we got on. I had to take me some gas medicine, man.
Yeah, what? Man, what you
had gas in my chest. I had to get that shit together, man.
Hey, man, you been eating.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
old nigga energy. Old nigga energy.
You right.
I did. Man. B, you gotta lay off the chitlins.
No, man, I ain't even had chitlins in ages, and nigga, I wish I would find some chitlins around Sandy Springs.
Hey, you know they said your favorite coming back.
You can go
the McRib. The McRib.
And real quick for all you niggas that was atting me in that shit, man, your mama. Straight up every motherfucking year, you niggas come at me about that motherfucking McRib. Ain't none of you niggas ever seen me at an establishment of McRonnie and has purchased a McRib. Only thing y'all have seen me do is joke about the shit. You actually think I'm gonna sit and eat a boneless rib for McDonald's? Come on.
Hey, yeah, before we get into the introduction, let's talk about this. How is this possible, and who is making this popular? Because it comes back every year on the clock. It comes back.
It ain't us. I'll tell you that.
Who the fuck is making this McRib popular?
Trust me.
Man, who the hell is saying I'm gonna go to McDonald's for a rib?
It ain't us. Just know that. 40 years. It's been 40 years. This process, boneless rib, has been around. That's a long ass time, man. And they really about to make it a whole big old campaign. They might as well bring Mighty Wings back.
Hey, I would respect that much more. Because I had them before and they wasn't half bad.
Right.
But yeah, the McRib with onions and pickles.
Man, I'm gonna tell you this though. I did have it one time, right? I know we ain't even started.
The truth comes out, ain't that a bit?
So, right. But ain't nobody ever seen me like, nigga, I need to go get a McRib. So it was one day I was on way to a PD with a friend of mine. And that day I was broke as hell, right? Broke. So I remember prank calling McDonald's customer service, asking about the McRib was gonna come back. So when they finally brought this shit back, they sent me coupons, right? So I ain't had no money. I on the table. I said, man, I'm about to go on and try one of these hoes. So we go through the drive-through. I get that shit right. Crack that hole open, bite it. I kid you not, man. I literally threw that shit out the window. Like I was hungry until I got back home. What the fuck is this?
Hey, so, the McRib, The McRib remind me of like some elementary hot lunch.
Yeah, we used to have an elementary. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I knew. Like, I'm like, this sounds familiar. This like elementary hot lunch.
Remember, it came in the aluminum tray.
Yeah.
And you had the bun to the side, and you had the McRib with the barbecue juice at the bottom. Niggas used to tear it up.
God, did you fucking go to school in prison? Like, what?
Hey, I swear to God. Hey, in Flint schools had that McRib before the McRib.
Yeah.
Oh God.
For real.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of meat it was. I don't know.
Mystery meat.
We had that McRib before.
Yeah.
A poor man's meal.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what be fucking me up now. So the school I work at here in Atlanta, these kids be having choices and shit. Like every day they have 2 choices, and I'm like, we didn't get no choice when we was in school. It was either you was eating that or you was just hungry. And a lot of the days I was hungry because I just want to eat. Straight up. Like, the only thing you could catch me eating was the Tony's pizza on Tuesdays. Remember the
Tony's pizza? Nigga, I used to bring my lunch, you know what I'm saying, in school. I used to bring a sandwich every day. But when that Tuesday came for that Tony's pizza,
that shit.
Nigga, I was trying to trade all my shit for the Tony's pizza.
I think I took my lunch. Well, I don't know. I remember more breakfast food. Like, I don't know why. Maybe that's just because it's my favorite meal of the day. But I remember the super donuts.
That donut, my homeboy bought a box of them.
The super donuts, them damn breakfast corn dogs, nigga. Listen, talk about
the pancake with sausage in the
middle.
Yeah.
No.
Listen, I used to bang some damn breakfast food. I don't know what it was, but that shit was
probably gassy as hell eating damn pancakes and that sausage in the middle.
Yeah.
Just farting doing buddy reading. You said
Hey, it's crazy that the elementary lunch and breakfast was so shitty that by the time we got to high school, we thought that Little Caesars pizza was a treat. Like it was like that was like upper echelon at that time.
You buy a box of Little Caesars. I remember I bought a box one day. I must have had a ton of money. Well, personally, me, when I was in high school, I had kept money in my pocket. I used to just eat off everybody else's plate. Like niggas used to hate. I come through, give me a handful of fries, let me get a slice of your pizza. But one day I bought this box. So I'm sitting at the table, and I remember it was this I forgot the girl's name was. I tried talking to her at one time, but she didn't want to give me no play. She saw a nigga with that box of Little Caesars though. He was trying to push up on a brother. What I did to her, like, you ain't getting none of this, baby. You would have got down with the team. You could have been over here. Now look at you. You're hungry. Your hair uneven.
I'm dead.
All right, man.
All right, man. Welcome back to another episode of Top Shelf.
What?
Hey, we sorry, y'all. We started doing these intros late. I see. This is how we kicking it off now. We just started late, but it's all good. Go ahead, Des. I don't even want to step in.
Oh, I'm Destiny. Yes, I'm Des on Instagram.
I'm B Quarter Beats on Instagram.
And as always, just be Bill. You can find me on Instagram. As you see, my page is private.
Hey, what I can say is that if you follow him, it's very entertaining. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna find something that's very entertaining. I don't know where he finds what he finds, but he finds it, and it's entertaining. Man. So yeah. Man, if y'all get, lucky enough to get accepted because the page is private, and you're in for a treat.
Man, I gotta keep it private because you see the nonsense I put on there.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
exactly.
Somebody hit me up. Somebody hit me up a while back. Like, so do you got some type of rhyme or reason with your page? Because it's just random. I'm like, that's what it's meant to be, random as hell.
Yeah. Hey man, you find some stuff, and I'd be like, where the hell did this nigga find this shit? Like, how did you find this shit?
The shit be actually. I like when people be thinking I'm lying. Like the shit be in my timeline, my whole timeline.
Yeah.
Like the shit is literally there. So it's like
so you follow a bunch of bullshit.
I follow a bunch of bullshit. Especially shit that goes on here in Atlanta. Like motherfuckers be thinking, excuse me, I'll be like lying about what be going on here, and I'll be like, I find that shit and be like, nigga. Meanwhile, in Atlanta, nigga, like, was it last year? A guy drove a car through a hotel, like literally through the hotel lobby in Atlanta. I'm like, man, it's all.
Hey, it be some shit going on there though. It be some weird shit going on. You be like, what the hell?
Man, it's always something going on here, nigga. Like, motherfucker, like not too long ago, I don't know if you saw the video I put up, but it was a nigga like on the back of a semi truck on the expressway hanging on.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Like he was literally he was hanging on. And the thing what's crazy is it's been multiple sightings. It was like a streak. Like 3 days in a row, somebody seen this nigga on a different semi truck down 285. And this is like, what's wrong, fam? Like they got the Martyr, you got Uber, you got Lyft. You can get a bus pass, man. You ain't got to jump on the back of a semi truck.
Exactly.
Not here.
Exactly.
Not here.
Man, so where you want to start? I say we start with this album review.
Let's do it.
Destiny, I'm gonna put you up first. Me and B was already talking about it. Go ahead. What you think?
Hold on, we gotta introduce the album first.
Oh yeah. That's true too. So what we reviewing is Meek Mill's latest album, Expensive Pain. I forget what number album this is. What is this? His fourth album, maybe?
Don't give me the line, Chad.
Something like that. Hey, don't quote us on this. Don't quote us. But yeah, I think it's his fourth album. But yeah, so it just dropped on last Friday, and so we all listened to give our review. Destiny's up first.
I think it was pretty solid. It was definitely very Meek. He didn't give me a different sound. He stayed in his lane. He does what he do. It was solid. It was, it was a couple bops on there early in the album, which, I like to get to the point. Let's get to it. I don't have time to be skipping through all these slow ass songs. So the slow shit was towards the end, and I was like, okay, that's enough. But I got my fair share of bops, and replayed a couple of them.
Yeah, what's our ratings? Top Shelf.
Top Shelf, tonic water, jungle juice. It was definitely a tonic water for me.
Okay.
It was solid. It was strong. It'll get you there. It definitely ain't, no motherfucking
yeah.
It's Casamigos, it ain't Patron. Yeah, it was a cool little listen over the weekend. It ain't nothing I'm gonna be like, oh, let me go listen to this Meek 8 times in a row. And no, but to add to that, like, I'm not a Meek stan either. Like, I don't just be listening to his music any old time anyway. So that just ain't what I do. So yeah. But I know a lot of people that like really stand for Meek, and I know a motherfucker that said that this album was better than Drake's. I said, that might be a reach.
No,
they like Meek, so that's they shit. They like the future Meek likers.
All right, B, what you think?
Well, let me go first with the rating. Let me just go on and give it to you. I'll just give you the beverages that I'm mixing so you can see my rating. King Cobra Malt Liquor or Cisco. So if you people know those brands, you know my rating out the 3. And if you think that King Cobra and Cisco is top shelf, your mama's a hoe. But all jokes aside, I didn't care for it, man. Like, it was definitely lackluster to me. I mean, what me and B talked about, I think the perception I had coming into it, coming from Champions, the growth and the sound and everything that he had with that, you thought he was going to bring that with this project, and it definitely wasn't that at all. It seemed as if he was just trying to keep up with the times of what's going on, instead of it being like him coming into his own, which we seen with Champions, and keeping that same stride going. So I didn't enjoy it. I mean, we know he can rap, but it wasn't nothing to the point to where I had a record that stuck to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's definitely like, if I take my perspective out of it, it's definitely a few records on there that's going to be able to be played in the club and all, but it's nothing to the point to where you're going to be able to go 3 to 4 years from now and be like, man, let me go back to that Expensive Pain. We're not going to do this with this project at all. So that shit was Jungle Juice for sure.
All right, B gave it. We got Jungle Juice and tonic water. All right, I'm gonna give my thoughts. So for me, I'm kind of in the same vein as B. I mean, I thought, yeah, with the last album, I thought he was, like I was saying, I feel like Meek is in that young OG kind of lane. So he has a responsibility to cater to, like, 35 plus. And then he also in the middle, so he catered to like a younger generation as well. On this project, I feel like he leaned more towards the younger, instead of playing that young OG role, which he did on the last album. Now, granted, he was coming out of being locked up. He was coming out of the Drake, situation. So he had to really stand on his own on that last album. But this one, I just feel like you said, it's a couple of club records maybe on there that I feel like a standout that'll carry him a little bit. But I just expected more. And like I was saying, I don't know if I'm just expecting too much from these artists or whatever, but man, I expected more. And I watched him on he was on Gillian Wallow's podcast. And it's like, I like, what I'm saying, some of the stuff he's saying, some of the stuff he's saying for, and all of that. And I wish like more of that probably would have been incorporated into, the music or whatever. So yeah, I like Meek, man. I'm gonna give him a pass though, and turn my cheek to this album. And I'm gonna just look for the next one. Cause this one, I mean, it didn't do it for me. Like, it ain't got much replay value. Like, it'll probably be a couple songs that pop back up, and I hear them out, and I'm like, okay, like, it's cool. But as far as, yeah, I ain't gonna throw me down in the dumps, but I'm gonna give him a mid rating of tonic. I'm gonna give him tonic water. It definitely ain't top shelf though. Not, and man, following big album releases, like you got Drake, you had Kanye. Like, I expected him to come with that shit. Like, no, I'm here
Nigga didn't have no kind of rollout.
I'm here to take the throne. And even though him and Drake made up, I don't give a fuck. Like, it's still gonna be some comparisons, you know what I'm saying, in there somewhere. Like, hey, like you said, Destiny, like somebody, your people were saying it was better than Drake's album. So there's gonna be those comparisons no matter what. And I feel like he gotta come into it. He gotta come into it knowing that. And I mean, I feel like he knew that, but I don't know. I feel like like you said, he's trying to keep up with the younger. So
I just think, man, this is just another testament. It's everybody can't put together an album without having an A&R.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? Everybody's not able to just go in there.
Hey, did Dallas help with his last album? Do you know?
I don't know. I mean, that's a good question. I mean, like, the conversation we had before we started recording, I knew Guru was around. Young Guru helped engineer the whole project. So, Guru's input was very sought after throughout that album, and you can hear it, So I just think, you just got to have somebody else around. I'm pretty sure it was, but somebody just need to be able to say, no, this ain't it. Regardless if it might, hurt the artist's feelings, because, they're very, sensitive about, what they're, being creative and people's opinion. But just for the sake of the artistry and where where this artist should be at this point. You know what I'm saying? And like you were saying, B, with Champions, we saw a balance there.
Yeah.
Expensive Pain didn't really give us a balance. It was definitely lump-sided in regards of just what's going on right now on the radio and what's being played in the clubs,
Facts. All right, Destiny, hit us with the bullshit.
Where do we start? Well,
first of all, before we even get into that, what was y'all doing with Instagram and Facebook being took down?
I didn't even notice until people was hollering about it. But I mean, I feel like I might have noticed, but I wasn't like freaking out about it. I just thought it was like a reception thing. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever, and I just went about my damn day.
Exactly.
You know what I hate though? Like, okay, Facebook went down, but here come all these fucking prophets and fucking entrepreneurial fucking gurus talking about, oh, well, this just proves that this, that, and the third. Shut up. The shit went down. Okay. Like, this ain't no damn different from any other time the shit goes down. Like,
McDonald's ice cream machine go down every now and then. It happens.
Every now and then, that shit ain't never up.
Well, I'm just saying. People don't, ain't causing uproar about no McDoubles being stopped being made.
Right. Yeah, I felt like it was, I don't know, like it was the same thing. Like I tried to refresh and it wouldn't refresh. So I didn't think nothing of it. After a while, the only thing I was like is I'm like, hey, let me make sure I pay my phone bill. That's the only thing I was like, hey, let me make sure I pay this shit. Because hey, that's the one bill for me that never gets paid on time. It's just one of them bills where it's like, hey, they remind me, hey, your shit need to be paid, and I pay it. So it's like, let me make sure I pay my damn phone bill. But other than that, it was like, I don't care. Yeah, I was really wishing the shit would have stayed down for the whole day. Like I feel like the world probably needed a break from that shit. And so, yeah, man, I feel like it was good. But I found it funny that people were saying, Boosie had something to do with it.
Hey, man, ain't got that much power. Hey, man, I need a favor. Shut that shit down.
No. Man.
So, and I seen he made a tweet or something saying basically like a look at God, like my Instagram. Now the whole thing shut down, like a look at God sort of situation. So man,
I don't like ugly. Y'all did me wrong, Instagram. Who's that bad ass?
Shut up, fool.
Swerve, IG.
Okay, all right, we're gonna move on because you have not bust out the Boosie impressions today.
Well, hold on. You know what I did though, man? When I seen the shit was about to go down, I was like, damn, like what's wrong with the apps? I'm thinking it was the school Wi-Fi. So I'm like, let me go on and reconnect the shit. Had to go through the hassle of putting my employment number and shit in and everything. Then I was like, damn, this shit's still messing up. So my dumb ass going to do a whole ass network reset on my phone.
Damn, nigga, you was going hard. The whole network reset?
Yeah, man, I had to go, so when I came back to the crib, I had to go on and get my Wi-Fi password back in my phone and everything. I was like, damn.
Damn, so it erased all your like saved passwords. Damn.
Well, for Wi-Fi, yeah, like the whole network. So I had to put that back in there. So I was like, well, shit, since Instagram and everything ain't working, I guess I'll do a little work for the time being before I go home. So that's what I did, man.
Damn. All right, Destiny. Now let's get into it.
The next Verzuz is for you old school hip hop heads. I know y'all are
Yeah,
excited.
be rooting for it. I'm on the fence.
I'm rooting for it.
I'm just like, I
Who is
mean,
he?
like, I respect it.
Oh,
I respect it 100%. But do I want to see it necessarily? I don't know. Am I
an
gonna watch
hour
it?
worth?
Yeah, for sure. Am I gonna
That's gonna
watch
be
it
a
for
rough.
sure?
That's gonna be a rough hour for
Ain't gonna be
niggas
a
that
rough hour.
ain't that
It's
old.
gonna
Like
be a rough hour for you.
it's one thing for like, okay, we are the age that we are, and we know of them. You know, we know of their songs, but to like sit and listen to an hour up, like
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know
I
how
agree. I
far
agree
our
there.
attention span is gonna.
I agree.
I
It's
don't
not
know.
like, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I know, you know what I'm saying, the history, I know the history of hip hop. I know it very well, but yeah, I don't know, maybe they got some other entertainment elements up their sleeve or something like that. But in my mind of just sitting here and just like thinking about it, like, am I like in a rush? Would I be requesting that like battle? Nah, I wouldn't. I mean, it's legendary hip hop. I understand that 100%, but I don't know what.
Well,
They got
I,
another concert, I believe.
Oh
That's
yeah, I seen that too. I seen
yeah,
that
they got
too.
they bringing
First
Super
of all,
Cat
who
the
the
night
fuck is
before.
Super Cat?
Super
What
Cat
song?
is a
Oh
reggae.
man,
He a dance hall legend. Super Cat,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, and
And
that's but yeah, and I get Super Cat right, but I'm like, damn, like I don't know,
Performing
I
at the Barclays?
yeah.
I gotta
Is that
see.
nigga gonna pack out the Barclays? I don't know.
I mean, you see, the thing is, we may look at dance hall as not being big, but in New York, the shit is huge. Those niggas are legends. You know what I'm saying? So just like they had the Beanie Man and what was the other artist? I forgot his name. Not damn, I forgot his Bounty
Yeah,
Killer. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like those guys are legends that way. You know, so to see Super Cat perform, people are gonna come out in New York to come see him. Now for the battle. I think one thing we have to realize is, you know, Timbaland and the Swiss are fans of the music first.
mm-hmm.
And if one thing that they've said is they want to give everybody their flowers while they're here. I mean, it goes hand in hand with just how they did the Bow Wow and Soldier Boy. They did Gladys Knight and Patti LaBelle. You know, they want to be able to hit every genre in regards of just legends being able to get that spotlight, and they're going to benefit from it because while we're like, damn, who wants to see them? People really, people are going to tune in. It's going to really make people realize, like, damn, I ain't heard that record in a minute. So having them up there for that hour is definitely going to make people, like, after it's over, I'm like, damn, well, let me go to Spotify, let me go to Tidal, Apple Music. It's going to help with those with their streaming sales.
It definitely is. I mean, it definitely is. And even if one thing I can respect, right? Because a lot of like the younger, you know what I'm saying, artists in the younger generation don't do is they don't really know the history of, you know what I'm saying, hip hop. So even though I don't think like the streaming numbers might not be as high as some of the other ones, you know what I'm
Right.
saying, we've seen, it will educate some and it will
Yeah.
reach, you know what I'm saying, some and bring them to the forefront, you know. And I feel like that's important to the culture for sure. I
Yeah.
agree.
And I think another thing is, we as hip hop, we need to see where the competition stemmed from. You know what I'm saying? Like you have KRS One was a part of one of the most legendary battles with MC Shan. You have Big Daddy Kane when he was going, not he didn't battle anybody, but he definitely was in competition with a KRS One and the Rakims, Slick Rick, and all them. So being able to see these guys on stage, which another thing is, I kind of feel like the matchup isn't good. I mean, it's cool to have them up there, true enough, you know what I'm saying? But I would have preferred to see someone else up there with a Kane or maybe with a KRS One. But just all in all, like you said, just going back to the history of it and just seeing where everything started is something that needs to be done because, like you said, a lot of people that's younger than us or even our age really don't get it or really just don't understand why we're in the space we're in now, and it's because of those artists there.
100%.
Man.
Destiny, what we got?
Up next, let's see. We see Johnny Blaze is alive and well because she was definitely on Instagram talking crazy about Black China video being supposedly a copycat of her unreleased video. But I'm like, girl, were you just missing? Huh? What is
Yeah.
happening? I'm tired. I'm sick of it.
All right. Next.
Sick of it. Next, Danny had the baby.
Hey, is the baby her baby daddy or?
I don't know. She's never said that it's not, but she's never said that it is either. So the assumption is yes, because like basically, as soon as the rumors came out that she was pregnant, like they broke up. I think it is, but I could be wrong. But again, she ain't never said that it ain't. And so I don't know.
Hey, speaking of Boosie, I meant to mention this while we was talking about him, but yeah, Boosie kicked off this tour.
That nigga got kicked off already.
It's for all right. Educate me if I'm wrong. So Boosie got kicked off the tour. Didn't somebody come on stage trying to fight him?
No, so he was on stage performing, and his entourage got into a fight on the stage.
Yeah.
Behind
And he
him,
was
as
late.
he's performing, his niggas was fighting on the stage, and
What fighting with who though? Was it from somebody from the audience or it was just
no,
like
they were
They cut his
fighting
mics
people
off.
that was behind the stage.
Yeah, they cut his mics off because he was late. Then he came up there trying to, they still had to keep the show going, and that's when the conflict is, it got going. You see, the security was up there and shit going against them niggas. So yeah, he's kicked off. I think he's kicked off that tour permanently.
yeah, I think so. And I
Like,
seen
he
him
been
on
kicked off the first show.
exactly. I seen him on live and he talking about he like yeah,
Money back.
I'm still getting that back end money from after parties. So
And they blocked his ass.
Boosie damn near following the tour to go to the after parties.
And they won't let him come to the fucking party. They told him he couldn't go to the damn party. Stupid.
You know what's whack is for him to be, because like it or not, Boosie is an established artist. He definitely has a following. He's been around for a while. You would think at this point of his career, like why are you running around with this large entourage that can fuck shit up? You know what I'm saying? And on top of it, it's like, dog, take all the shit that we laugh at on a daily from you and everything. You're still a professional. And you should know that having rap concerts in these large venues come with it. It's definitely high risk. So you doing that shit can fuck up everybody else's bag. You know what I'm saying? Come in there, professional, do what you need to do. Do your Boosie badass shit on stage and go. So everybody else can keep getting the bag. And most importantly, you. So it's like you do that, you scaring off promoters. You know what I mean? Promoters. So like today, I'm on my way home and I'm listening to the radio, and the guys that are doing the One Music Fest this weekend, they're on the radio talking about the whole festival, and then they asked them about certain artists and everything. And they were alluding to, they was like, yeah, we was gonna ask one artist, but as you see recently, they had a wrestling match on stage, and you knew who they were referring to. They were referring to him.
That's crazy.
So it's like, dog, when does it get to a point to where it's like, man, I don't need all these people around me. I'm Boosie badass. I can come up here and command the crowd, do my records, get off the stage, keep it moving to the next city. But I'm pretty sure that show money's bigger than that after party bag.
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely. And I don't know, man. Shout out to Boosie though, man. I hope he always got a problem. always just some type of little issue going on. Like Boosie, man, just come on, man. Just get it together, man. We love. You know what? I can say earlier on, Boosie, I didn't understand his importance to the culture, but now as he's grown and all of that, I'm like, nah, he an important piece to, you know what I'm saying? Just overall to hip hop culture for sure. And so just seeing him now mature and seeing his personality and seeing more of that, like I love seeing that. But yeah, the professional side, like yeah, let's just get that, more of that together.
Right.
Rennie Rucci and what's his name, Fujiano, are really milking the hell out of this Love and Hip Hop storyline because this nigga's in jail. I want to say he got like 5 years. This nigga's in
So they
jail.
want to sentence him?
Huh?
They want
I want to say he got 5 years, but maybe I might be
okay.
tripping. But he's in jail, and her birthday was recently, and apparently he proposed to her. He sent her a ring.
He sent her a ring.
How? What? I'm confused. But congratulations to you, man.
Yeah, boy, he's trying to get them visits.
Boy, he trying to get that Love and Hip Hop bag. They're gonna send a motherfucking camera crew to the damn jail.
He's trying to get them. Boy, he ain't trying to go that 5 years without getting
Oh,
he trying to get some visits.
Listen, Robin Thicke is being accused of sexual assault.
What?
Yeah, I ain't even heard this one.
Yeah, one of the, I guess, like in the Blurred Lines video, whatever, that girl that was like the main girl in Blurred Lines video, she has accused him of sexually assaulting her.
Shit. What is this? A Me Too movement thing? What is this? Why is she just now saying this?
Basically. Yeah, she's accusing him of sexually assaulting her on the video set of that video. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm like, dang, he been out the way for a long time, ever since he got sued and shit and lost that.
He just not really just bouncing back. Yeah, he just not bouncing back with the recent project he got out. You know what I'm saying? Like we're hearing him on the radio
or something. Because
God damn,
rough out here.
I got one for y'all. Be your boy, Dr. Umar.
Bro, man. Over, well, I forgot what that nigga be saying.
He ready to fight Tyson.
Oh man, that nigga boy.
I saw that, and somebody else is
Dr. Umar versus Mike Tyson.
Somebody else is challenging. Oh, Benzino, I think. Lamar Odom fought, and now Benzino wants to fight him. If you don't sit your ass.
But
a mess. Speaking of Umar, that damn $2 ass wedding he had, I said, "Oh, this nigga is trying to find a house for the winter." Because
he got two wives,
two wives, and it looked trash as hell. I don't know what the fuck them two motherfuckers had on. They look older than he is. They are very. Listen,
y'all ain't seen nothing until you actually seen them on live.
Oh, I see the nigga on live. He always in a damn park. That leads me to believe he does not have a home. And he just married these two old ass women to have a fucking house for the winter. He trying to be inside because he know the winter gonna be fucking cold.
I think it was your story B when he was I was watching and he was asking for the money.
Yeah, he was asking for the money. He was like, "Thank you, Bianca, for that $20 donation." He was like, 5'11", thick. I'm trying to make this African rise in the morning. Get their chakra down. I'm telling you, y'all putting these tight dresses on and these Cash App avatars. I'm telling you, got to keep the chakra down. I'm telling you, it's too early in the morning. It's politics over punani. Like he be saying, man. He be on some more other shit, man. Dr. Umar's all eat.
That nigga is ignorant.
Hey man, it's so crazy to me because watching like his previous earlier, I mean before he got to all this foolishness, watching like his earlier like interviews and stuff like that, like I just did not like think he was for like the foolishness, even though he has some very strong like what I'm saying opinions and even some stuff I'm like, okay, yeah, I can feel you, what I'm saying on that. You're a little strong on it, but I can feel where you coming from. But I did not expect like how he is now. Like
his ignorance overshadows his intelligence.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10. Like I can't even respect the points that I want to respect because you just say so much contrary shit. Like I forget about all the shit I might agree with.
He calls white people the mayonnaise committee. Telling you, mayonnaise committee, what y'all trying to do over here?
Mayonnaise committee.
Oh,
especially with the whole Mike Tyson situation, like how that all came about was Freddie Gibbs was on Mike Tyson's podcast, and I think Freddie asked Mike Tyson, did he know who Dr. Umar was? And he's like, no, I don't know who he is. And Freddie was like, well, he don't like white people. That was the first thing that came out of his mouth. He was like, dude got some good ideas, but man, he hate white people. So Mike was like, man, I don't want to really get down with nobody that hate people. You know what I'm saying? You know, Mike on his whole, whole deep thinking thing and all. So that's where the whole, Dr. Umar wants to fight Mike Tyson for to raise some more money for his school. Come on, Dr. Umar versus Mike Tyson.
I never seen this motherfucking school. Ain't seen no.
Oh, he has it. He has the school. He was on live the other day, like he was showing his office, and he was like, "Which one of y'all want to get me a leather couch in here and shit?" He went into the gym. The nigga has a building. I don't know if it's his building, but he does have a building, and he be on live. I think what did he call it? The Booker T Gymnasium or some shit. Yeah, I kid you not. The nigga, he in something. It's his building or somebody building, but he has a building, and they got a gym too.
Wow. All right. Yeah, more power to him, man. More power to him. And yeah.
Last but not least, Little Fizz calls himself apologizing to Omarion publicly over about getting into a relationship with April Jones, who is Omarion's baby mama, the mother of both of his children. Did y'all know Janae Aiko is his brother's baby mama?
Is Lil Fizz's brother?
No, Omarion's younger brother Orion.
Oh, word?
Is Janae Aiko's baby daddy.
Small world.
Yeah.
Fun fact for you. I was a huge B2K fan when I was younger, and yeah. But anyway, yeah, that was the weirdest shit ever when that kind of unfolded on Love and Hip Hop. So, but I mean, it's kind of too little too late at this point. Like, nigga, you been dating her you was dating her for a long ass time. Like, and now you want to apologize? But whatever.
You know
you know that bag low. He trying to he need to get back on that tour. That's all that is.
That part.
I'm sure they gonna run that back. And now since it's who's headlining Omarion and Bow Wow, he's like, man, next year we can just bring it back to B2K. And like he trying to smooth that over.
That's all it is. That when I seen the headline, like I didn't even watch the video because I was kind of just embarrassed of just seeing him do that out in public. Like I was just like, oh man, like you've done enough by dating this woman for a long amount of time, and you go out on stage. I'm like, I don't want to see that. Like I like literally, I close my eyes and scroll to the next post, man. So I'm like, I don't want to see that.
If anything, though, I feel like that's a private, conversation or whatever. And it's like we come out to the public as, we talked about it, we made up. But yeah, to do it on stage like that, like, nah. I don't even, like myself, like, I don't even know if I had the courage to walk on stage to do that. Like, it's a private conversation.
Yeah.
He just wanted to make a scene. That's
it.
But that's all I have for the fuckery for the week. I think we got like 10 more minutes to go through, Be About Your Business and the playlist of the month. So unless we have some shots fired, B.
No.
Yeah, I don't even really got to be about your business, but reflecting on the Boosie situation, man, let's just keep it professional.
Keep it professional.
Yeah, man. Just keep it professional, man. A lot of opportunities can be missed.
Yeah.
By just not, keeping it professional. You can be as talented as you want to be. You can be the greatest at whatever, but you can fuck up a lot of shit by simply just not being, you know what I'm saying, professional. So let's do that. And yeah, we can jump into the playlist. Who's going first?
I can go.
Okay.
I have 3 songs. So my first song is from a dear friend of mine that I actually lost over our break. He passed away about a month ago now. His name is Teddy Vincent. This song is called Black Queen, and it is the last song that he released before he died.
Okay.
So I wanted to make sure I got it on the playlist. It's a really, really good song, and I'm not just saying that because I'm his friend. Second song is Poppy's Home because that's my favorite song on the Drake album, and Outside by Meek because that was one of the songs that I listened to more twice instead of once on
You know what's crazy? That's like when I went through that Drake project and I went to that song, Poppy's Home, I'm thinking like this is a hell of a radio record. Like, why is this not? I feel like that record's better than this I'm So Sexy record to me. Me.
Yeah, I think the so sexy right. It's really straddling the line of like hit record and corny.
Yeah,
like for me. And but that Poppy's Home, that is one of my favorite records on the album for sure. I like that song a lot.
And one thing I forgot to note when we was talking about Meek's album, his intro was not a fucking intro. That was like 2 songs. That shit was long as hell.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done. Rant over.
Next. Should I go next? So I got 3. So the first one is Love Somebody by Overcast. I'm assuming he's been around for a minute. My homeboy, Nameless, I seen that he had been following him for a while. And I just came up on his music recently and I was like, damn, this nigga was kind of nice. Like I'm kind of upset. Like I'm just now coming up on this music. So I've been listening to a little shit, his shit a lot lately. The next one is Music by Cleo Soul. And the third one is Rolling Papers by that boy Don Kennedy. So I always got to take it to the West. So Don got I forgot which project is it. He doing a sequel to B. You know the name of it?
Damn, I don't, but I know. Yeah,
well, I think Mike and Keys is a part of that project too. I want to say I'm hoping, but Don gave us a nice record with Rolling Papers for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with man. So this new Wale and J. Cole record, this Poke It Out song, I think they really did a good job with capturing this Q-Tip vibrant thing, bringing that back to the forefront. And I feel like J. Cole really killed his verse. Like I really feel like J. Cole did that song justice. And I feel like Wale, he just overall, like, I don't know. I feel like he got a good formula, you know what I'm saying, for really putting out like some good singles or whatever the case is. Or he figuring it out now, or he already had it figured out for a while, but he just don't get the credit for it. And I mean, it could be overshadowed by other things. But I think I'm gonna take it back to Wale. I mean, not Wale, but Wiz Bluffing. And then last but not least, Tyler, the creator, What's Your Name? And Tyler is actually being honored on the Hip Hop Awards.
Okay.
He getting presented an award by LL Cool J for like, I forgot what the exact award is called, but it's getting ready to come on in a few minutes actually. But it's something about like basically being a cultural like influence, which I'm very, very happy to see, like that they giving him like that type of credit in a completely like hip hop, you know what I'm saying, set and something that's supposed to be driven towards hip hop. And he's been putting in work for a lot of time. And because, you know, he does a lot of different things, a lot of people don't give him credit for the hip hop stuff. And like he can actually rap his ass off.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to see that.
Yeah.
Boom! Look at us.
Exactly. Gave y'all a quick, easy listen this week.
Yeah, don't forget to follow us, subscribe.
Yes.
All of that.
Please follow, subscribe. Yeah, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you subscribe to podcasts at, subscribe. Make sure you comment, like, go on Apple Podcasts and do the little rating thing. Give us the 5 stars, because if you got this far and you hear this thing, you already liked it. So give us 5 stars. Yeah, and all that. Oh yeah, get the playlist on Apple Music, on Spotify, on Tidal. Make sure y'all get the playlist, please.
Please do.
And
y'all next week.
All right.
Peace out, y'all.